so that it doesn't cause as much of an issue for us. Oh, wow, okay. So here we are again with the Sunly 4 cam. This time, not so much of a desirable location. It's cold England, and although it's sunny today, it is really cold and it's also very windy. So not really ideal conditions to be filming the third part of this flight test, but we'll give it a try. So you can see I've got the Sunly down there. We've acquired satellites and the app is all set up and ready. This time we're going to test the other elements that we didn't have time to test last time. And so I've recalibrated the compass, and unlike last time, I think I've mastered it this time. I managed to do it in about 20 seconds. Seem to be smaller movements are better, and also rotating around as you're doing it, which also seemed to make that much quicker process. So I'm going to be testing the photos, follow me mode, give it some altitude, and also a range test in this one. Also gesture control, which this has. And we will now take off. As I say, it is very windy, so it'll be interesting to see how well it behaves. Very, very gentle takeoff as last time. We're in 1080p EIS at the moment. When it takes off, it does ascend to quite a low altitude. It'd be like it to go a bit higher when you first take off, actually. So I've just put the altitude up a bit now, and it does look lovely up there. Wow. Now, it is really windy here. Really, really windy, and perhaps not a very good day to be testing this. As you can see, it is all over the place at the moment, which is not ideal. But we'll give it a try. So the first thing I'm going to do is follow me, because I know that's the mode that most people are interested in. So first thing I need to do is position the drone so that I am in shot. So I'm going to give it a bit more altitude, rotate it around, and there I am now in shot. In fact, I'm going to fly it a little bit further away. Oh, it's really windy. Okay, now the problem is as well, we've got the sun kind of getting close to setting, and that's causing quite a bit of glare. So I'm going to fly it actually downwind of the sun so that it doesn't cause as much of an issue for us. Oh, wow. Okay, so it just actually died. Narrowly missed me as well. So that's clearly a sign that this does not like wind. I think on that basis, the battery actually came out when it hit the ground. On that basis, I think it's probably not a good idea to carry on this flight test today. It's not the drone's fault, it is really windy here. This is a small drone, so unlike the Mavic, Phantom and other big drones, it hasn't got the stability that those have in any kind of wind. So yeah, that's a bit of a shame actually. We're gonna have to abort this flight test, but I'll be back on a sunny day. Now, as a reviewer, there comes a time when you have to move on and review the next product. Unfortunately, that time is now for the Sunly 4K. It's such a nice little drone, and the video quality in 4K is actually really good, but it seems to have its issues, and one is that the drone hasn't had a single firmware update since its release. In addition, the app hasn't evolved either, and many features are unfortunately missing. Just after this crash, off camera, I launched it again, and I did manage to try the follow me and gesture control, but disappointingly none of them actually work, and the app has those options simply as a placeholder for future development. The features themselves actually aren't there. Sadly, this drone feels like an unfinished project. If Sunly 4K and Dobby had a baby, it would be a great compact drone, but at this time it just doesn't feel ready for market. I'll put some positives and negatives up on the screen right now. Have a read and please comment below with your thoughts. In the meantime, subscribe as I've got a pile of drones ready for review and they'll be live shortly. Thanks very much for watching.